What up? What up? What up? It's your resident online mortgage lender, Robert Lewis, NMLS license number 180100. So, if you plan on becoming a homeowner in 2023, this video is for you. I'm going to go over 10 things that I truly believe if you follow or reach out if you need some help in trying to follow these steps, you will be successful in reaching your home ownership goals. And that's with the assumption that you have the ability to pay for the home. One, gather the correct documentation. If you followed me for any amount of time or any of my videos, this is a recurring theme. And I don't think a lot of people realize the importance of documentation, the proper documentation one would need when applying for a loan. Moreover, my opinion is this: the more prepared you are, the better process you'll have and or the better interest rates you'll get, because you'll be able to choose the best loan with the best lender because you're prepared. So documentation is key. If you like to know what documentation, we have a offer, a call to action for you at the end of the video. But that's number one. Okay. Number two, funds, cash. We must prove all funds. Gone are the days where you could say, hey, this money came from this source or that source. If it's not documented, if we can't prove where funds have come from, then you cannot use those funds. So this is coupled with number one, and gathering the proper documentation and knowing what funds can and can't be used in the loan type or the mortgage process that you would have to go through for your specific situation. But from a 10,000 foot view, cash is king. But if it's not documented, it didn't happen and we would not be able to use those funds. So remember, we have to be able to prove all sources of funds that you'll use for your mortgage approval process. Number three, debt. I know you're saying, well, hey, you're talking about borrowing money to buy or secure this home, leverage. We love leverage, but when getting ready to make the largest purchase that most people will make in their adult lives, you want to be able to qualify for as much home as you possibly can that you can afford to meet your needs. So you want to not incur any new debt prior to you being approved and securing the home that you're looking to get into. So you do not want to increase your debt prior to you applying and purchasing, closing on the home that you're going to go into. Okay. Number four, you want to disclose all your debt to your lender. Guys, it's as simple as this. Whoever you choose to partner with, if you don't have the comfort level of communicating, being fully transparent with that person, then if you do close, your process is going to be horrible and you may not be able to fund and close on your loan because you did not divulge all of your debt. At the end of the day, whoever you choose to work with should know how to handle the information that you divulge and do so in a compliant way so that the professional nor yourself are committing mortgage fraud. But you must disclose all debt. Number five, you don't want to switch jobs. You'd be surprised at the number of people that switch jobs or professions prior to even closing on a loan. But now that you're watching this, you're getting ready, you know, hey, we want to stay on the job that we've been on until the time of funding, because that could cause a lot of problems. And more times than not, 8 out of 10 times causes you not to be able to fund on the loan that you're trying to get for your home. Okay. So now, hear what I didn't say. You don't have to have the same job for a 2 year period of time, the same employer, but we do have to document, back to that number one, document your employment history over the most recent 2 years. And it's just makes it easy if you don't switch occupations, jobs until after you have closed and funded on your home. Number 6, your credit scores. Don't assume that your credit scores are great or good or what have you. There's a myriad of resources out here today. I would advise that you go to your lender or a third party. Again, you could reach out. We could let you know some places where you could go and not just get your FICO score, but your profile to know what's going on prior to application. And so don't assume that you're good. Be proactive and know your numbers. Number 7, do not try to time the housing market. In this beautiful age that we're in with all the information, I would say this to you. Consider the source and the motivation. Well, what's your motivation, Robert? My motivation is to help those that are between the ages of 18 and 55, specifically first-time home buyers, uh, realize their dream, their goal of home ownership, and help them through the process as efficiently and smoothly as possible. That's what my motive is. And I do so by teaching and providing content that I believe will help you to those ends, to that end, right? But now on YouTube and these places that we have now, you have to consider the source. So, a couple of clues. Are they licensed? Do they own a home? Or every time there's a headline, an emotional headline, especially fear, are they the ones that are posting stuff to get your attention? So, again, all housing markets are local. Okay. You don't time the market, you can't time it. You go about things proactively, you know your numbers. And my advice to you would be to get in now because there's still a shortage, big time of inventory. And when rates come down, we're going to be right back where we were 8 months ago, 9 months ago, because there's a lot of folks that want to buy and they're waiting on the sideline. So you could get a jump on them now. Number 8, choose the right lender. You see how everything is just it's lockstep with the prior number, but choosing the right lender, choosing the right realtor partner, we'll stick with lender because we're talking about mortgages here, but it's imperative. It could cost you literally hundreds of thousands of dollars by choosing the wrong partner. So this is what I'll say to you. You know and understand who you are and how you like to do business. I will say one great myth that's floating around is local is better. And I disagree as it pertains to your lender, your realtor facts, because the real estate market is local. But when it comes to your lender, you want somebody that you know, like, and trust, that you can communicate, be transparent with, and you guys can work together to achieve the desired goal, and that's home ownership. Number 9, you want to be fully approved. The pre-approvals, I've never been a big fan, but now more than ever, with a lot of folks having side hustles and businesses and just a lot of things going on in the economy, you now have the luxury of slowing down some because rates are a little higher and you don't have as much of competition because of that. And you can slow down and make sure that you're properly approved so that when you go out shopping with your realtor partner, your lender, your realtor, we all can work together and you can do so with confidence because you follow these steps and you know that you've been approved by your lender. Number 10, compare apples to apples, guys. You'd be surprised. A lot of folks don't shop the lender. They typically go with who the realtor sends them to. And I really believe the reason for that is because you don't have your documentation in order. And it seems like it's an arduous task. It seems hard. But if you can follow these steps and reach out to us if we could be of assistance to help you, then you can apply with a couple of lenders. Don't recommend more than 3. And then when those lenders send you a loan estimate because you've been approved, right? The lender has everything that we need for an application. Then now you can compare apples to apples because there's a lot of puffery going on for whatever reason. So you want to be able to compare apples to apples. You know, when you go to the water cooler at work, somebody's going to tell you they got a 1% interest rate. You know how it is. But we want to deal with data and not what people had said, right? So with all of that said, if you guys can follow steps 1 through 10, I really, really, really believe that you will be successful in 2023. So here's the deal. The last thing I really want you to focus in is on your why for wanting a home. Because of what we've gone through over the last couple of years, there's a lot of folks that want to look at housing as an investment, a speculation. And it's really not that, unless you're an investor or a wholesaler or a developer, somebody along those lines. But again, I'm talking to folks that want to live in their homes 2 or more years, 18 to 55. Okay. And it's true. Your home is really, for most people, 2/3 of America, the mass majority of their wealth lies in the equity of their home. So your home can and has over time been a great wealth builder, but it takes time. So if you understand that and you know your why for getting in, you won't be tossed and turned by everything that you hear out on and in the marketplace, and you'll be able to make a sage decision for you and your family. So to that end, I wish you luck, if you believe in that, on your journey of becoming a first-time home buyer or a home buyer, maybe subsequent in 2023. And if you need help, we would like to offer our assistance to you. So you can schedule your loan consultation today by going to the link there on the page, or taking out your phone, taking a picture of the QR code, and schedule a consultation so that we can have a conversation to see, number one, if we're a fit, number two, to walk you through 10,000-foot view, what you can expect, and then ultimately work together to get you approved properly, help you find a realtor partner, even if you need that, or to work with your partner so that you can achieve home ownership in 2023. So there you have it. My time is up, but I thank you for yours. As I always say, guys, let's be good to one another. Let grace abound. And if we could help you in your pursuit for home ownership in 2023, schedule your consultation today.